very good morning to you, Expresso family. I always say to you, thank you for trusting us, because you could have woken up anywhere else. But you said, no, I want to be here with my family, and we love you for it. Right about now, we need to introduce you to somebody that is genuinely a true talent. She is someone who is poetic, she's soulful, she's somebody who has got the most soothing voice. And my friend, when we talk about R&B, this is yet another face that we can add to it in terms of South Africa and Africa, even the world, because I am telling you that she is going to absolutely do the things with her debut single, Breathing Underwater. And friend, or rather Breathing in Water, forgive me. And this morning, I know that when we get to hear it together as an Expresso family, we're going to be able to get exactly what she meant when she wrote the song, only at the tender age of 17, all about the whimsical views of how a 17-year-old views love and how it is indeed just like breathing in water. Right about now, I need us to welcome her to your Feel Good Breakfast show. Everybody, please welcome Amancia. Hello, gorgeous girl. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm amazing. All the better for seeing your gorgeous face, girl. You look so good. Babe, let's take it to the beginning.
Right.
Because you are somebody who started this whole singing thing at the age of like 3 years old.
Correct.
Yes, and then you moved on. You started a whole group with your sisters and your cousins.
Absolutely.
An a cappella vibe of sorts.
Yeah.
And then now here you are. You take us through that whole journey. You know, how did music begin for you?
Okay, so I think before I could speak, I could sing.
Aww.
My mom says that because music has always been, it's always been a part of me.
Yeah.
It always felt like a purpose.
Okay.
So what I'd do is wake up in the morning and sing. There was always music playing around in the house. I'd sing. And from the tender age of 3, when we'd go to church, there was obviously like a choir.
Yes.
And I kind of envied seeing people up there. And I was like, I also want to be up there.
Aww.
And at the age of 4, I was able to join the church choir. And that's when we formed our group.
Wow.
Yeah, the Vivid A Cappella Souls.
That's right, the Vivid A Cappella Souls. Guess that. Now, how old were you when that started?
I was about 5.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of you as a toddler, 3 years old, ne? All the other babies are like, wah, wah. You're like, wah. That's right, girl. I love that for you, okay?
Thank you. But from there, it just kind of became a journey. Like, I'd wake up to music and sleep with music, and music became a part of my life, and it still is. So it's a grateful moment to even be here with you and speak about this. So thank you.
Thank you, Mama, for blessing the world with your voice. And I mean, with you saying, you know, you were influenced by the choir,
Right.
who are the other influences that you kind of grew up with?
So I love Michael Jackson. I think we all do. I also, funny enough, I love Nina Simone. Not from my time, but when I discovered her, I was like, oh my goodness, she's incredible.
I get that.
Whitney Houston, Beyonce.
I was literally going to say Beyonce at first, but I didn't want to push her on you. You know, I don't want to
I loved her. I loved her from a very tender age. When I was like in my teen years, I was out there singing, you know, You Broke My Heart, and I didn't understand it.
Me, myself, and
I was just like in it.
Yeah,
you know?
That's the thing about Beyonce and them. They made us sing about things we didn't know.
There, right,
Exactly.
right.
But
So,
speaking about singing about things we don't know,
Yes.
at 17, child,
I know.
you were busy writing a song about love. Okay. Tell us, why did you wait so long to release the song? Because 12 years between now and 17, right? Yeah, why?
Timing and just where I was in life, it wasn't the right time. And funny enough, like, the world has a crazy way of doing things. I was supposed to pursue my career in music in Turkey, but that didn't work out, and I just then decided, actually, let me do this for real.
Yeah.
So it started this year in April.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, that's how I then released Breathing in Water.
Yes, girl. And only starting in April and already doing the things which I love for you, because it's
Thank
absolutely
you.
beautiful. I mean, I
Thank
think it speaks
you.
to your journey already.
Right.
But let's get into a little bit of, you know, about this song in terms of what exactly it's about, right?
Okay.
Because, of course, Breathing in Water, being like love, where your love is almost as unattainable as breathing in water.
Exactly.
Is that how you felt at 17?
That's how I felt, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
So I grew up in a very strict household, and dating was not an option.
Me too.
So we had this ideology of, oh my gosh, what would it feel like if I dated? And I was a big fan of Twilight,
Okay.
the book series.
Yes.
So like, you know, reading, being an avid reader, you're reading and you're like, oh my gosh, that's an interesting line. So certain lines, people would probably think, what are you thinking at the age of 17 if you're so pure? And the lines are a bit saucy.
Yes.
So it came from like certain books that I read.
Yeah.
But ideally it was like, I would love to have a love like breathing in water, because it's impossible for humans to do so.
Yes.
And it's impossible for me to date at this point, hence why the chorus came. And when you listen to the song, it's written from a female and a male's perspective.
Ooh,
But
girl.
I couldn't get a feature, so I was like, let's just sing it as a female and a male.
A sister doing it for herself, if you will. Thank you very much. I love that. And babe, I cannot wait for us to hear it. And I'm so excited for the rest of the country to be blown away because you are such a talent.
Thank
and
you.
Expresso family,
Thank
this is
you.
why you got to stick around. This queen to my right, honey, she's going to be entertaining you, and it is going to be absolutely incredible. That's all, period, okay? She's being introduced to South Africa with her debut single, Breathing in Water. Her name is Amancia, and trust me, it's a name you need to remember. Right about now, I want to cross over to my fave, one of my faves, Carl. My Carly, Carl, how are you doing? Are you good? Are you well? Do you miss me?